Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick little video kind of showing you how to navigate the new D2L. They've changed the actual look of it. A lot of the functions still will work the same if you've done an online course before. You'll notice that they still function fairly similar, just a different sort of look. So first things first, as you're going through, I'd like you to kind of explore your tabs up here. These are the ones that I've made available. These are the ones that will apply to you. It's a good idea to kind of familiarize yourself with how to navigate through here. If you ever get lost, just click back on Course Home and it'll bring you back to this main page. Every day, you are required to make sure you are checking your messages, whether that be through the mail or whether that be through your instant messaging service that's available within the D2L. Some days I will send you a direct email. If you've asked me a question via email, I will send you an email back. Typically, if it's kind of a common thing that a lot of people are asking about, then I will probably send an email to everybody, or I'll put it in a news posting. So just keep an eye on that. Make sure you're always keeping track of your email. If you look at your email on a daily basis and you've got 30-40 messages, it's probably a bad thing because you're not going to see the new emails that I'm sending. So that's the way I communicate with you. That's the way a lot of your peers may communicate with you. So make sure you are keeping an eye on that. The other thing to pay attention to is right here, these news items. They're going to appear big center on the left side of your screen every single day. And you need to make sure you're keeping up with it. That's where the information that I'm going to give you will be displayed on a daily basis. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. This is the very first news item. You've seen this one already. This is just a little intro for me saying hi, showing you places like the class lounge where you're able to discuss things if you've got a question. My class time, so I'm an in-class teacher as well, and my class time designated this class is going to be every single day. If you're in the first semester, it's going to be first thing in the morning from 8:20 to 9:40. So if you are looking to get a hold of me directly, that is the time to do it. If, however, you've got a class during that time, please don't be texting or trying to get a hold of me during another class. You'll just have to, when you have your available 75-minute block for this class, make sure that you are working on your course and sending me those messages then. However, if you send me a message, I will get back to you when I'm online during my scheduled class time. So yeah, go through this news item. Every single day you'll see something appear. Some days the news item won't change. For example, if you're doing a bigger assignment that's 3 to 5 days of work, class designated time, then you'll see that the news item may just stay the same because it's the same project that you're doing for those 3 to 5 days. However, it's always a good idea to make sure you are keeping track of this. On this news item, you'll see some other important videos that I've put up. Make sure you are watching those. I spent some time on them because they are very, very important. Some other things to look at. Make sure you are seeing this one here. If you need any technical support, any help on things that are more technologically based, my computer's crashed, I don't know how to do this, how to use this file, I'm having a technical glitch. Those are not things that I'm going to be able to help you with. That's what these people are for. You can see there's a link to their actual support, or you can call them directly, and I've called them at some weird hours and they've always been able to answer the phone and help me. So anytime's good. That's where you can ask for those sorts of things. The assignment tracking sheet, make sure that you are printing this, putting it by your computer, putting it in your binder, whatever you're using, and keeping track of the upcoming assignments on the assignment tracking sheet. I'll just upload it here. Okay, you'll see the actual days it's going to be assigned for. Okay, this is a specific date when it will be assigned, the name of the actual topic that you're covering, and then of course the day that it's due. Now, some things to pay attention to. I can't remember if I said it in the last video. when it says that it begins September 5th, that means at 12 o'clock midnight on September 5th, that is the very first minute of the day, that will be released. Okay, and at that point you are able to work on it. So for example, we talk about this Unit 1 assignment, or Activity 1 Assignment 2, the mind map, which we'll take a look at here in a second. That is going to be released on the 7th of September, and you have, okay, and that will be designated 4 days. 7th, okay, so days 3, 4, and 5. It is due on September the 12th at 11:59 p.m. Just assume that all of these, okay, the due dates will always be 11:59 p.m. on that day. Okay, so even a smaller topic like this Unit 1 Activity 2 Assignment 1, the discussion, it begins on the 12th of September. Okay, and it's going to be, you have until the 14th. Okay, that means 14th at 11:59 p.m. that assignment must be completed. Okay, so no exceptions. If you are one of those people who has an IEP that says, you know, I'm allowed to have extended time, please keep in mind that extended time is already been written in. And so you have to figure out during that time, when are you going to be able to complete those assignments? Okay, don't be coming to me, you know, for this assignment at 11:58 on September 14th saying, Mr. Dupuis, I had a soccer practice, need more time. Okay, that's not acceptable. So make sure you are keeping track of these. This assignment tracking sheet is there to help you keep track of what's coming up, and it helps you be aware of when things are due so that you can keep track of your schedule. Okay, you'll see that on day 1 I've got this news item. I've also posted this news item, which is the very first orientation. I'm going to kind of walk you through how to kind of navigate through the orientation. Again, if you've never done an online course, this is here to help you. Okay, so you click on the link. Any links will be blue. If you navigate over them and click them, they will open up a new tab. And here we go. Okay, so it brings you to the very first part of the orientation. Again, as you're going through content, make sure you read everything. If there's a link, click on the link, read through, okay, and complete everything. If there's a next, go to the next. The other way you can go about this is if you clicked on this arrow next. Okay, they do the same thing. Here's some more information, some neat little pictures. Again, if there is a link, make sure you're clicking on it. It says now click on the link below to go to the assignment page to complete this activity. So you can go to assignment here, or you can keep clicking over. I'll just click on that assignment page. Okay, so read through, do what the assignment says. If it says to do an online survey, do the online survey. And then what I've added here is a way to make it easier to navigate through. There's a lot of sections to the orientation. That's why you've been given 2 days to do it. So click on the link and it should bring you to the next part. Okay, so here's now where you're going to do the calendar orientation. So go through everything. Okay, so again, if there's no next button, you can click on this button, or you can just click on, because this is the overview, you can click on the expectations. Okay, read through the expectations. You can click on content, read through all the content, and then go to the assignment page. Okay, do whatever the assignment says to do. A lot of these won't have assignments associated. It's just making sure that you understand what's going on with the orientation. And then again, I've clicked, or I've created a link so you can go to the next part of the orientation. Okay, so complete all parts of the orientation. If there's assignment associated with it, make sure that you are doing those, especially if you're new. They will not count as part of your mark. Okay, it's just good practice, because when time comes that I say, okay, I need you to create a group for this assignment, I don't want to have 30 people saying, how do you do a group? Because there is a section in the orientation that shows you how to do a group. Okay, so make sure you are doing the orientation, also all associated parts. You have 2 days to do it, so that should be more than enough time to get everything done. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the home page here. I've also released early days 3 and 5 work, so if you're keener and you want to get started on that, you can. I did that mainly so that I could show you how to navigate through an assignment and how to upload to a Dropbox. Okay, so this is the very first actual meat and potatoes of the course. This is Unit 1 here, Activity 1, the individual meets social sciences. Okay, so I've linked in every single news item. This is what they're going to look like. Okay, I've told you the actual activity you're going to be doing. I've given you a link to the activity, and I've told you the assignments that are going to be due and when those assignments are due. Okay, so this is going to be familiar. This is what you're going to see every single day. I like familiarity. I like making sure everything looks fairly similar. No surprises with me. Okay, so let's click on that link. Now it says that on September 12th we have to hand in the mind map assignment. Okay, so we read through all the content here. This is the overview. We go next to the content section. Okay, this is where the lesson is, so make sure you are going through that. Now in this course, you'll see that sometimes these blue underlined things are links that you can click on, and sometimes they're actually just definitions. Okay, so these are definitions. These are good definitions to be keeping track of. Every single unit, you will be doing a end of unit quiz, okay, on terminology for that unit, because we're going to be going through and learning a lot of terminology this semester. So these are a good place to start. That's not the only things you should be keeping track of. There are also other terms that you may be unfamiliar with that you should be also keeping track of, but these are a good start. Okay, there's also little kind of quiz bits that you can do to make sure you're understanding things with answers associated. Okay, you know, things like functionalism, structuralism, these are also definitions you should have written down, you should have keeping track of. So anyway, you're going to go through all the content. Okay, there's associated links. I apologize if these links have become outdated. I've gone through them a couple of weeks ago, but sometimes they do become outdated even after that. So you click on the next part, or again you can click here to go to the next part of the content. Keep in mind, there may be more than one content section, so make sure you are reading through everything. So read through everything, keep track of your notes. Okay, make notes appropriately so you're keeping track of it. Go to the next if there's a next. Read through all appropriate content. Click on any links that are associated. Okay. So all of that information is relevant. Now you can see there's no next section here. That means we are done the actual lesson portion. We move now on to the assignment section. Some people like to start the actual their actual activity by looking at the assignments and then going back and doing the content. Okay, that's completely up to you how you want to go about that. So you can see that it says you're going to be keeping track of your terms, because at the end you will be doing a vocabulary quiz or terminology quiz. Okay, I am not going to be marking your vocab. Okay, that's completely up to you how you go about that. You're not going to be handing in any vocabulary, so you don't have to make it look nice and pretty. Okay, it's up to you how you do that. Just know that at the end of the unit there are going to be some terms that you're going to be quizzed on. Okay, so make sure that's for the entire course. Every single unit you will have a terminology quiz. The actual assignment for today is going to be the mind map, and it says assignment 2, okay, because it's just assumed that you are going to be doing this as assignment 1, your word list. Again, you're not handing in this, so don't look for a Dropbox for this, because there's nothing to be handed in. Just know at the end of the unit that you're going to have a terminology quiz. The actual assignment for today is the mind map. So every single time you do an assignment, okay, there will be a link that I will associate with the Dropbox, so you can find the Dropbox in the actual assignment page. Okay, so that's where we're going to be handing in our actual assignment. To do the assignment, you're going to be reading this stuff, okay, going through the mind map tutorial, okay, and then completing the activity, okay, as appropriate. When your assignment is all done, that's what I want to show you right now, how to actually put an assignment in a Dropbox. Okay, so we're going to click on this mind map Dropbox link. So this is assuming you've already completed your assignment, you spent your time, you know, checked it, revised it, reviewed it, make sure it's perfect. Click on this link. And this is the actual Dropbox. This is where you're going to put your mind map. Okay? So sometimes it'll have the actual rubric listed within. These rubrics tend to be a little bit generic. Sometimes there will be a more specific rubric. Just make sure you are following kind of the criteria. Again, to achieve a level 4 in any assignment, it's expected that you're going above and beyond expectations. Make sure that you do what I've asked, and then even go above and beyond, especially for those who are achieving or looking to achieve the 90+ percentage range. Okay, so it says this is where we're going to be submitting our file. So we've completed our file, it's ready to go. we're going to put a file in the Dropbox. So you go to add file, okay? Go and find where your file is located. So mine I've put on my hard drive, so I'm going to go to my computer. Now you can actually go and find it via upload, or if you've already got it open, which I have right here, I'll just shrink this down a bit. You go and find your file. So here's all my files for the course. Go into Unit 1. This is Unit 1, Activity 1. And I've actually named it the same name that I've put on the assignment tracking sheet. This is probably a good idea for you to keep track of your assignments. Make sure you name them appropriately rather than just calling it 1 or map or something like that. Because if your files ever get unorganized, it's going to be a train wreck to try to find out which one goes where. So anyway, Unit 1, Activity 1, Assignment 2, Mind Map. It's ready to go. I can grab it, I drag it over, wait for it to upload. Some bigger files will take a while, and then you add. You're not done yet, okay? Don't leave yet, because if you do, you are not done. So I got my file here, I submit. You can also check your file. If you click on it now, you can actually open to view your file to make sure that you've handed in the right thing. It's probably a good idea to do that. I know it's the file that I want, so I'm not going to. But once I'm ready, I hit submit. Okay. It says my file submission was successful. Awesome. Okay, it shows when I submitted it, the time I submitted it, the assignment that I've given. Okay, and I hit. Oh, and it even told me I have a confirmation email sent. So if these, you don't have to read through each and every one, but it's probably a good idea to check to make sure that you did receive that confirmation email. Just open it, and then you're done with it. Hit done. And it's done. You can see that this one is blue and it said I've submitted a file. Okay, that's a good thing. These ones are the files that I have not yet submitted. Okay, I haven't marked it yet, so there's no feedback. When I do provide feedback, you will see it listed here. You'll also see a score listed here. Okay, so that is how we're going to upload to a Dropbox. I hope this helps for those who have done this before or have not done this before. Hopefully that helps you navigate through the D2L. And yeah, if you have any questions, please contact me. I am available, like I said, first semester 8:20 to 9:40. I will be on every single weekday. And if you have any questions, please contact me. All right, thanks guys. Bye.